The focus today is on the 2010 no contest clause, and specifically what is a protected instrument. And I'm going to proceed with what I call the California two-step. It seems like everything in the statute has two steps. So under the new law, or 2010 law, I can't break that habit, I guess, so bear with me. Contests fall into two categories. There's direct contests, and there are indirect contests. Now, John or Don is probably going to tell me, well, no, wait a minute. Under the 2010 law, we don't have anything labeled indirect contests. And while that is the case, I still think it's a wonderful label to put on the two actions that are not direct contests, that indirect contests. And the reason, part of the reason is that under the old law, we did have direct contests and indirect contests. So I'm going to continue to call it that because I think it's very helpful to distinguish the two kinds of contests. The direct contest has two requirements, and this is what we're going to be working with today. The direct contest says that it's a contest under this statute if it alleges the invalidity of a protected instrument. So that's really important. That's the invalidity of a protective instrument. The second requirement is that it has to be on one of the following grounds. And one of the things that I think the No Contest Clause statute has done is instead of basically saying we have everything in the world is a contest and you have to prove up the exception, now it's just the opposite. We have a statutory no contest clause in effect. You have to fall within the description in the statute, and if you don't fall there, then it's not a contest. That would make the no contest clause enforceable. So the following grounds, that's the second step: forgery, lack of due execution, lack of capacity, menace, duress, fraud, undue influence, revocation of a will or trust by the revocation provided by statute or in the document. And today we're going to be talking about one of the two requirements of a direct contest, and that is that the contest must allege the invalidity of what is a new term in no contest clause law, and that is a protected statute. Okay, with that background, let's look at the definition of a protected instrument. And I had in law school, I will never remember, I never forget, the professor who on the first day came in and wrote down RTDS. And it was only at the end of the year that we all found out what that meant was read the blank statute. And it's really true. Whenever you're kind of fumbling around and not sure what to do, go to the statute. That's the first thing that I do. Anytime, even though I think I know what these clauses are, go back to the statute and see what it says.